Okay, but who actually expected Sam to skate through 4 years of pre-med while only showing up to one class a month?
Hey, I went to at least 2.
Okay, Vicky, lay off Sam. What matters is that we made it to graduation, and we're all still together, just like I said we'd be.
No need to brag, Lydia the all-seeing oracle. I never said we wouldn't stay friends. I just said it was highly unlikely. It's statistics, really.
Well, statistics have got nothing on us. If we can stick together through college, we'll make it through anything. You guys will become successful lawyers, I'll become a doctor, but most importantly, we'll all be rich.
Getting rich is not the point, Sammy. The point is to help people. You know, make a change.
For you, maybe, but for Sam and I, we have our eyes set on what's really important. Money, a big house.
More money?
Okay, I see that I'm outnumbered here. Agree to disagree then, but regardless, here's to us.
To the future.
To big houses.
Oh, I have to catch this. Be back in a minute.
Hey, Lid, can we talk?
Yeah, of course. What about?
We graduated now.
Oh, really? I hadn't noticed. Thanks for telling me.
Lydia, come on, I'm being serious. You said that we couldn't do this for the sake of the group. We're not in school anymore. I know you love Victoria. We both do. But you can't keep putting this off for her sake.
What does graduating have to do with any of this? Do you seriously think that she's just gonna be okay with us now that we've graduated? Were you just planning to stop talking to her?
Well, if she has a problem with us, then why fight for her to stay?
Sam, what are you talking about? There is no us other than the three of us. Victoria is our best friend. Do you seriously think that this crush is more important than that?
Crush? Why are you making it sound so childish? I like you, and you said you like me back.
And I do!
So what's the problem? Are you really going to let her stand in the way of us being together? Lydia, we're adults, and it's time for her to start acting like one.
Okay, I'm back. So, what did I miss?
Oh, nothing much. Just another one of Sam's crazy ideas.
Oh boy, do I even want to hear it?
Trust me, you don't.
Okay.
What was that call about? Is everything okay?
Oh yeah, do you remember that law firm that seeked recruitment on campus that one time?
Yeah, that one that seemed super snaky.
Yeah, that one. Well, they just called and I got one of the internship positions.
Oh my gosh, Vicky, congrats!
Wow, look at you. Already having big things lined up the day we graduate. Typical Victoria. I wouldn't expect anything less.
Well, you two better catch up and won't be long until I'm leaving you losers behind.
Oh, haha, very funny. Don't say stuff like that.
Please, you know I was joking. Plus, didn't you say it's the three of us forever in your crystal ball?
Alright then. Wherever it is.
Wow, we're really doing this. When I tried to take Devonair to court, it was hard and expensive. Are you sure this is what you want?
Well, what choice do we have, Emily? This company has all but put us out of business. Besides, I heard this Lydia Burke is the best in a case like this. If we have any shot of saving our business, it's her.
I wish it didn't have to be like this. You could have gone far, Rebecca. I just know it.
Yeah, I suppose we did have something good if that other company can make so much off our designs. Consumers want my ideas. They just don't want it from me. Ethically sourced and made means nothing to people.
They chose convenience over quality.
I mean, I wish their products were bad quality. They're not all that bad, they just produce them questionably.
I think that questionable is an understatement.
Sorry for bringing the mood down. Please, ignore me. This case could go our way. If we lose faith before we're off the ground, we're just setting ourselves up for failure.
Hey Rebecca, so sorry I'm late.
It's all right.
This trial starts in a few days. Are you ready to face them?
Well, I'm as ready as I'll ever be. But how could this not go our way? They're blatantly copying ideas and treating their workers like machines. The people will see that, right?
You have a good lawyer and a good case. You should have nothing to worry about. They will get what they deserve. They have to. When my yours is getting a chance to. That means something, Rebecca.
And you two have done a great job getting me ready for how intense these guys are. I truly could not have done without the both of you. And this is just as much your trial as it is mine. Thank you, Shahira. You too, Emily.
Of course. Anything you need, I'm here. We'll win this. I know we will.
And keep your chin up. And your hopes high. That's what Mom used to say to me. Now let's get ready for Lydia to come. I will be ready for when she gets here.
You always are.
Come in.
The employees are still clean.
Oh, work weeds.
Let them complain. They'll stop eventually.
Okay.
Also, I'm assuming you have a lawsuit against us. You need a fifth one this week? Yeah, I saw it. It's nothing new. We've been sued before. It's fine. We always win.
I'm aware. I just want to make sure we saw it.
I did. And I've already spoken to the CEO and for the lawyer. So Rob was waiting for us in the conference room. I was just getting ready to go join him. As I'm sure you've heard by now, we're being sued. Hence, I've got a lawyer in. This is Victoria Malloy.
Hello, my name is Victoria Malloy, and I'm here to help you win this case. Alistair and I have been in communication, and he's filled me in on everything that's happening. I think if we all work together, we can win this case. However, you will all need to put in the work and dedication to help prepare this company for trial. It won't be easy. There's a lot to do in a short amount of time. We need to get started immediately, so we're prepared by the time the trial starts.
Thanks, Victoria. Some of you will be in the courtroom providing testimony, while others will be working behind the scenes. We'll let you all know what you're all meant to do shortly.
Would you like me to grab the files and bring them to Victoria?
Yes, she needs everything we have on designs.
All right, I'll do that for you.
Make sure she gets every last one. I don't want to find out she's never received anything.
Of course.
Pardon me, I just wanted to touch base on this, so I have everything under control. I'll make sure Debonair wins this case.
Oh, I know you'll make sure we will. We hired the best after all.
Good evening, or good morning. I don't really know what time it is. Anyway, I'm your host, Paul Presley, and my co-host.
That's right, I'm Simon Presley, and I'm here too. I exist.
Breaking news. Some company named Tapestry is taking the big man upstairs, Debonair, to court. This is the third time we've covered Debonair's legal troubles. Is this the end of them? Stay tuned to find out.
They'd only have to pay a fine if they lose.
Don't ruin the suspense, co-host. As I was saying, there's a trial venturing taking place at Oakland Courthouse today at 10 a.m. sharp.
That's right. Small business. Tapestry has sued Debonair, a textile industry giant. We're going to start in 10 minutes. We'll see you shortly.
Stay tuned in, or don't. I'll still be here.
Burke, Malloy. I trust you received the information my firm sent over?
I have, and you as well. Well, good luck out there.
Same to you. Good morning, Miss Rebecca.
Good morning. And please, be honest with me. Do I give off a strong yet sympathetic look?
Your clothes do not matter, Miss Smith. As long as you look presentable, which you do, then all eyes will be on your testimony. But, for the record, yes, I believe you achieved your goal.
Good. And I know I said this more times than you can probably count, but I truly cannot thank you enough for all that you've done for me.
Don't thank me yet. We still have a case to win. Come on, Emily and Shahira should be here soon, and I would like to be briefed one more time before the trial gets started.
Of course.
Honorable Judge Stanley Wilson is presiding. Thank you, bailiff. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated. Is the plaintiff ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defendant? Bring in the jury. Bailiff, please swear in the jury.
Members of the jury, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you will truly try this case and render a true verdict based upon the evidence and law? If so, please say aye.
I do.
Do you further swear to abide by the instructions of the court and to not discuss this case with anyone outside the jury, nor reconduct any research or seek any information about this case from any source? If so, please say aye.
I do.
You may be seated.
Please turn off all electronic devices.
This applies to the parties as well.
You are here to determine the facts of this civil case. One citizen claims that another has done something wrong and is bringing that claim to this court. This will probably not be necessary, but if the case should go on longer than expected, there may be breaks where you would have an opportunity to see the parties or witnesses outside of the courtroom. Remember to keep your distance from them. The rules of court proceedings are that the party who filed the case must present their case first. In this case, it will be the plaintiff who will go first. We will begin with opening statements. Plaintiff, you may make your opening statement at this time.
Thank you. Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Lydia Burke, and I am here to represent Miss Rebecca Smith, the founder and owner of Tapestry. While we may be the plaintiff in this courtroom, our true role is to defend the dedication, effort, and passion that Miss Smith has invested in Tapestry. Throughout history, predators have relentlessly pursued their prey. Hunt or be hunted, kill or be killed, steal or be stolen from. It has always been a fight for survival. However, as humans, we must reject this notion of predator or prey, and instead fight to protect those who have been victimized and to correct the injustices that have occurred. Now it is time to fulfill this duty. Thank you, Your Honor. That concludes my statement.
Defense, please make your opening statement.
Copyright serves as a safeguard for creative works. In its absence, there could be no protection. Businesses aim to evolve into companies, and companies aspire to establish themselves as empires. This is simply the trajectory of their growth. They achieve this rise to prominence by analyzing trends and social patterns. Admittedly, this approach may disturb some, where at times it seems to border on plagiarism, but it does not constitute plagiarism because it lacks copyright protection. Consequently, it is not safeguarded by the law. Thank you.
Plaintiff, please call your first witness.
I would like to call Miss Shahira Holder as my first witness.
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning into my channel. As some of you already know, I've decided to start a new series where I just update you all on things that I care about. And one thing that I care about is just the way that big businesses have been taking advantage of people recently. Like, I just don't understand why they think they can release a product that we've already seen a million times over and they were gonna pay $1 million for it. Like, hello? Especially when I can just go down the street and get one with so much more character and with much better quality than theirs. I just don't get it. But I did hear about this new court case. It's called Debonair versus Tapestry, and I think it's about exactly what I'm talking about now. So I'm gonna go take a look and update you guys when I find out what it's about. See you later.
You're a holder. She's the most recent addition to the design department, yes? She's already causing trouble? Fine, I'll handle it. Just send her over.
Excuse me, Miss Holder. Mr. King has requested to see you in his office.
Right now, Genelise, we're in the middle of a meeting.
He said it was urgent.
On my desk.
By the end of today, you're fired. Do you understand? Shahira, thank you for coming. Sit, please.
Of course, sir. May I ask what this is all about?
Well, it has come to my attention that you have some questions about our establishment and how we run things.
Yes, I just had a few
This
questions.
was shocking to me, considering how long you've been with us. I would have thought you were more familiar with our operational practices, seeing that is the reason you received your promotion before.
And I am grateful to be a part of the design department. I just had a few concerns.
Concerns of what nature?
Well, I've heard some talk around the team about how we developed some of our products. I'm sure it's not true, but
Our employees scout ideas from different companies. This is part of the course as far as I'm aware.
I just don't see how someone could do that and still be a part of the design department. I mean, releasing our own take on a popular item is one thing, but this feels like blatantly stealing other people's hard work and original ideas. I tried to talk to Terry about this, but it seems like she was the one who suggested scouting other companies in the first place.
Okay, and do these companies have patents on the ideas we steal?
No, but
Then I do not see the issue. Listen, Miss Holder, you were entrusted with this position under the assumption that you could handle it. Although Miss Decker did have her doubts about you, was I wrong for personally vouching for your commitment to this company?
of course not, sir. I just can't do something that seems so wrong.
Right. And if you cannot do what the job calls for, we might just have to find someone else to fill the position who can carry it out. Understood?
But I didn't take his warnings. I continued to make it known that I didn't agree with Debonair's business practices, and that led to the termination of my employment.
I'm sorry, can a company really be at fault for that? I mean, you were told what the job entailed. You couldn't fulfill the role they needed, and they let you go. Unless if I'm missing something.
Why wouldn't
She just get a different job.
There's nothing wrong with standing up for what you believe in.
I think it's honorable she didn't back down. All she did was cause trouble for her co-workers. What happened to falling in line and doing the job you're given? What happened to not blindly going along with anything you're told? You know, there's nothing wrong with fighting for a cause. Listen, you can't choose to dive head first into the business pool and then get upset when there aren't sharks. Actually, pools don't have sharks, so yeah, I can get upset over that. Oh, you know what I meant!
Excuse me. Some of us are actually trying to listen to this case.
Sorry.
All right, and what is your connection to Tapestry?
I met Rebecca Smith, the owner of Tapestry, about a year ago. She told me about how a large company was threatening her business.
I'm sorry, that is quite a strong word. Could you clarify what you mean by threatening?
Yes, I was just getting there. She told me about how Debonair had been taking her hard work and original ideas and passing it off as their own. Since I had first-hand experience working for the department that was essentially in charge of finding ideas to steal, we formed a connection.
This does not require a full trial. People don't want your services if you can prove what you're offering, or go on trial. That's just business, right? Big companies always copy others, and they're always more successful. Everyone should be used to it by now.
After sharing my experience with Debonair, Tapestry hired me as their product manager.
If there are two companies that are in competition, and you've seen the inner workings of both, who's to say that you weren't stealing Debonair's ideas, giving them to Miss Smith, and that is how they ended up with similar designs?
Objection, speculation.
Sustained.
Fine. Why didn't you just quit from Debonair after finding out your morals didn't align with theirs? Surely you knew your behavior would get you fired.
Hey, I wanted to make a difference. I couldn't do that at Debonair. Maybe I can alongside Tapestry.
And to be clear, wouldn't it make sense to report Debonair or even leave if you figured out they were doing something truly illegal?
No, but things can be wrong without being illegal.
No further questions.
Okay, I finally finished my latest project. Although it took over a month to complete, it's worth it. It looks amazing. Wait, is that?
Hello?
Shahira? Hi, I know you already told me about Debonair taking some of my designs, but I can't believe this. They've already begun selling a product we just started selling a few weeks ago. How are we supposed to keep up if they keep moving this quickly? Look, I don't have a factory or many employees, okay? Tapestry just can't keep up. And is this how they make all their money? By taking from smaller businesses?
Not all of it, but ever since Terry Decker became the CDO, it's been a big part of it. You shouldn't have to put up with them taking your hard work that you've spent months on and passing it off as their own.
I wish I didn't have to. Just seeing them display my designs front and center on their website makes my stomach hurt. I mean, if they wanted to look at a partnership, I would have considered it, but they didn't ask me about it first.
I've been thinking, if you want them to hurt the same way you've been hurting, then you should go after what they really care about, money. I think you should sue them.
I thought about that before. I really wish it didn't have to become a legal matter, but I don't think I have any other choice.
I would like to call Miss Rebecca Smith to the witness stand.
Bailiff, please swear Miss Smith in.
Miss Smith, please raise your right hand and respond to me. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Let's get started, Rebecca. What can you tell us about the day that you discovered that Debonair was stealing your ideas and labeling them off as his own?
I received a phone call from a woman named Shahira Holder. She told me that Debonair had plans on taking some of my designs and labeling them off as their own. And soon enough, I received an advertisement from Debonair. When I clicked on it, I was surprised to see that it was the same design as one I recently worked on.
What can you tell us about the day that you first met Miss Shahira Holder?
We met about a year ago. She reached out to me after finding out that I was the owner of the small business that Debonair was taking projects from. That phone call I mentioned earlier was the first time we'd ever spoken to each other, though she later told me she already knew who I was. She overheard my suspicions that Debonair was taking projects from me when she had entered my store.
Was it your choice to sue Debonair or someone else's?
Miss Holder brought it to my attention, but it was ultimately my choice to sue Debonair.
Would you have chosen to sue Debonair had someone not made you aware of that option?
Yes, ma'am. I do believe I would have sued Debonair had I not been made aware of the option, though I also believe it would have taken me a lot longer to get where I am.
This is a waste of time. If the smaller company doesn't have a patent or copyright for their project, then the other company has every right to steal their idea.
I think it's brave of Tapestry to sue Debonair.
No, I'm a juror 4. I don't think she'll be opposed.
Glad I'm not the only one who thinks this is a waste of my time.
No further questions.
Thank you.
Plaintiff, please call your next witness.
I would like to call Miss Emily Watson as my last witness.
What is she doing here?
Bailiff, please swear Miss Watson in.
Miss Watson, please raise your right hand and respond to me. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Miss Watson, could you please describe your time at Debonair?
I worked at Debonair from May of last year to early January. I worked in the main factory under the supervision of Jenna Morgan. She was very harsh, and the conditions were extremely dangerous. My machine also frequently overheated. I quit my job and sued Debonair because of this.
And could you please describe what caused you to go to trial against Debonair?
My machine overheated one day, and all the dust and particles in the air caught on fire and exploded. And I obtained multiple second-degree burns on my arms.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we have submitted multiple photos of Miss Watson's burns after the accident at the Debonair factory. Miss Watson, could you please describe more about the details of your incident?
Oh, that's where we're starting. Okay, so the workday started completely normal.
Oh my gosh, I have just heard the most heartbreaking testimonies from these tapestry workers. These women put their heart and soul into what they do, and here comes Debonair just selling soulless repackaged products. This is so upsetting. Oh my gosh, I am so invested in this case now. I really hope you guys are too, because I would really love to keep talking about it. Like and follow for more.
Alicia, you are utterly useless. You can't even do your job right.
I'm so sorry. It's actually Emily. I just thought a machine malfunction would be important.
You're too much of a scaredy cat. Oh, the machine is overheating. I think it's broken.
You know what? I'll sacrifice myself for the good of the company. I'll give Debonair everything I own and live on the streets.
Whatever. Get back to work. And no more excuses.
Hello, June?
Emily, what's wrong?
Jenna-Lise is not in a good mood today.
Yikes. I know she can be brutal. Are you alright, Em?
Yeah, I guess. I should get to work before I get into more trouble. Are you almost here? You know she hates when people are late.
Oh, I won't be working there anymore since...
That's too bad. I'm sorry.
Actually, I quit.
Really?
Yeah, the management was too harsh. I couldn't take it anymore. Not to mention my mom's been working on her case against Debonair. I couldn't stand being caught in the middle. These secrets are tearing me apart!
Yeah. I see how that could be rough on anyone. Your mom still doesn't know?
I can't tell her. Finding out I work for Debonair would break her heart. Emily, I think you should quit too. I see the way Jellies treats you, and it's just not fair. This company is turning into a dumpster fire.
I'll think about it. Good luck with whatever you're doing now.
Thanks, Em. You should think about what I said.
Might as well start working before Jellies comes back.
Leading fashion company Debonair has recently come under fire for their alleged harmful working conditions. The explosion in a Debonair factory last month has put them in the public eye a lot recently for reasons that are less than ideal for them. At the time we covered the explosion, there were not many details available except that one employee was injured and hospitalized. We now know that this woman's name is Emily Watson, and she has been the main person advocating for the workers in these factories. Ex-employee Emily Watson had plans to take Debonair to court, but recently dropped the charges without a word. We tried to reach out and get an interview with her about exactly what happened and why she is no longer attempting to sue, but we did not receive a response. Is this just another case of people trying to get money out of a big name, or is something else happening behind the scenes? Stay tuned to find out.
And about how long did it take for you to heal from your injuries?
Around a year and a half, but the scars are still there.
And emotionally?
Well, I'm not sure if I have recovered emotionally. I tried to take them to court, but they offered to pay my hospital bills in exchange for me dropping the case. I didn't have any other way to afford them, so I took the deal.
Thank you. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Defendant,
May we have a brief recess?
granted. The court is dismissed for recess.
Hi there. Let's have a chat.
Unless it's a professional matter, I don't believe we have anything to talk about.
Could you please hear me out on what I have to say?
Like you heard what I had to say last time we spoke?
Good afternoon, folks. We're live in open courthouse. Hundreds of people now know Tapestry's name and are right behind it protesting the unethical methods of Debonair.
There is also a crash on I-19 right in front of the courthouse, so watch out for that if you were planning on coming down today to support. The Debonair Tapestry case is just heating up, so don't miss it. We'll be hearing from Debonair shortly.
And Action News, weekdays at 6-7 p.m. Hosted by yours truly.
I knew you were hiding something, Lydia, but really, this again, we talked about this already. First sophomore year, then again junior year, then again after graduation. It's only been a month. Do you really think my opinion has changed?
I know, but it felt like you weren't listening to me, and if you would just hear me out for a moment.
What more is there to say? Sam has a hopeless crush on you, and you've convinced yourself that you love the idea that he likes you back because you prefer that he would always pick you over me.
What? Where is this coming from? Do you like him too?
No.
Then I don't see where else this could be coming from. We would all still be friends even if Sam and I dated.
You always say that, Lydia.
We have never been in a situation like this before.
No, maybe not exactly like this, but think about it. Every single time we're friends with someone new, they always pick you and forget about me when they see that they don't have to be friends with the both of us.
Oh yeah? Well, it's not like you make it easy for them.
Excuse me?
You never seem like you actually want Sam and I to have new friends. It's just like you tolerate them whenever we bring them around.
That is so not true.
Yes, it is, and everyone notices it. It has been that way with everybody. Except for Sam, at least you didn't treat him that way, not until you found out that we like each other. You have been treating him awfully for months, and he did nothing wrong.
Whatever. Hey guys. Sorry, I'm late. My roommate locked himself out of the apartment, so I had to turn around to go back and let him in when I was already halfway here. I can't wait to be on a doctor's salary so I can finally get my own apartment. Okay, who died?
Oh, no one, just Lydia's common sense. I'm guessing you weren't planning about telling me about the two of you either, right?
You told her now?
I couldn't keep hiding it.
And you didn't want to talk to me about it? A warning would have been nice. Besides, Victoria, why do you care so much? You claim that Lydia is your best friend and yet you won't let her be happy?
Oh, please, she doesn't even like you that much, Sam. Right, Lydia?
Oh, is that what she said?
No, well, yes, technically years ago. It's not what it sounds like, I promise.
You didn't think to tell me that years ago?
Guys, can we talk about this? Let's start over.
Clearly, you already said everything you needed to. Just not to me.
It's not fair.
You know what? I don't need this.
Vicky, wait!
Enjoy your life together!
Clearly, Lydia doesn't want a life together.
That's not what I said.
Whatever, Lydia.
And what about Sam?
What about him?
Have you tried to speak to him once since college? Since you brushed him aside with what, jealousy? This isn't important right now. I just don't understand how you take these cases. Do you not think about the morale? Do you not think about who might be affected by these cases?
Lydia, do you remember what we said to each other after we graduated from college?
What you said? Yeah, get your money up, not your funny up.
No. We both promised each other that we would be successful lawyers and to do whatever it takes to get there.
Rise for Judge Stanley Wilson.
Thank you, Bailiff. You may be seated. Is the plaintiff ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defendant?
Jury. We are ready, Your Honor.
Defense, please call your first witness.
I would like to call Terry Decker as my first witness.
Alright, you guys, that was Tapestry's last witness. I think they made a really convincing argument, but we still have to hear from Debonair, so who knows where this will go. The case is now halfway done already. It's been a long day. I bet it's been even longer for the people who are actually sitting in that courtroom right now. My heart goes out to them. Like, this trial has held my attention all day, and I hope it's been the same to you. But I want to hear you guys' opinion, so everybody sound out in the comment section below.
Miss Decker, your recent work is severely disappointing, to put it mildly. As Chief Design Officer, you must take this job seriously. The boss expects at least 5 trendy designs each month, if not more. If you're unable to do your job, your contract will be terminated.
Well, that's just great. Back to Pinterest, I guess. What now?
OMG, Terry, you wouldn't believe what I just found. There's this
cute, trendy store in downtown Oakland, and I found like so many new work clothes, and they're like perfect.
Super cute, trendy store, huh? Downtown Oakland. Oh, she's talking about tapestry. Perfect. It's on my way home. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to check it out.
So you admit to finding your designs from tapestry?
Well, sure. We're not the only company in history to get inspiration from the competition. That's how you distinguish a good business to one that's going to fail. A good business is willing to admit when someone else has a good idea and find a way to make it their own.
And by make it their own, of course, you mean...
Personalize it. Put your own spice on it and get out to customers as soon as possible.
But you did personalize it, you directly copied it.
Miss Smith, no further questions.
Miss Burke, I can assure you that anything that happened here is no different than any other business. Being outcompeted is part of the game. I've seen it many times in my time in this field. I expect to see it many more.
Mr. King, I am not going to argue with you that competition isn't a part of the business world. But my question was specifically about Debonair's agreement with Tapestry. When did this agreement begin?
Miss Smith had concerns, and we struck a deal to ease those concerns.
Could you elaborate?
Miss Smith was worried about her businesses overlapping, and I'm sure she knew that if it came down to it, her business would be surpassed. So, in the spirit of fair competition, we agreed to ease the tension in the market.
And that's it. That's the whole nature of the ordeal. There have been mentions of payment in court earlier. Can you tell me about that?
Yes, Miss Smith was threatening to take drastic measures, much like the one that led us to this courtroom today. To spare both of us the time and the trouble, our company agreed to give Tapestry a slight boost. And this agreement has worked well for the both of us up until this point.
Right, up until this point. So what changed? There have been mentions of payments stopping. Do you know anything about that?
I don't handle funds. I'm in charge of operations. If you have any questions about how our business runs, then I'm your guy, but otherwise, I don't believe I can be of much help.
Right. So you haven't heard a word about this whole ordeal? Not even when the trial was brought up to you?
Well, I can't say for sure that I haven't. I hear a lot of issues, but not all of them are my responsibility to keep track of.
Oh, so the company has, in your own words, a lot of issues?
I mean, every business has their issues, don't they? The larger operations, the workforce, the more issues that come up.
Other wrongdoings of this company have been brought up tonight. Are those part of these issues?
No. Those people weren't forced into the deals they took, and the grievances of a few should reflect on our entire company. We are successful, efficient run business that provides quality products that consumers want. People get hurt sometimes. The business world is no playground. But if we stopped to cuddle anyone and everyone whose toes we may have stepped on in the process, we would have never made it to where we are today. Listen, I've been in the game for 17 years. Do you really believe? And I'm so corrupt that I'd say quietly by if we brought suffering everywhere we went. You know what? From what I've heard, our company covered any hospital bills and fairly terminated any employees who did not belong in our company so that they could find somewhere else they'd be successful. What more do you ask of us?
I am not asking anything of you, Mr. King. I am simply trying to make sure that our jury understands the facts.
And yet you're asking such trivial questions.
Fine. Then I will get right to the point. This company seems to have a long history of paying people to stay quiet. Have there been other situations like this one?
Objection, relevant.
Sustained.
Mr. King, how many times have you spoken in trial for Debonair?
This will be the third. You don't make it in a company for almost 2 decades if you're not willing to put your name on the line for them.
And how much has Debonair spent on lawyers?
Around $7 million.
Right. So you don't handle funds, but you know without hesitation how much Debonair has spent on lawyers?
Why is that?
You don't know the simple facts of whether or not Tapestry is still receiving payments from Debonair. But you know, without hesitation, how much Debonair has spent on lawyers in the last 5 years over the course of 3 trials.
Of course
Nothing further.
Mr. King, you may exit the stand. Court will take a brief recess.
He almost cracked. He would have admitted something, I'm sure of it.
He composes himself far too quickly. Victoria trained him well, and they almost seemed like they knew what kinds of questions I would ask. I'm sorry, Rebecca, but he's not our only chance.
Well, he certainly would have been our most useful witness in proving all of this.
I sincerely think that there's nothing more that we can get out of him. But we put it in the jury's minds that he might be hiding something, and now all we can do is hope that they were listening closely.
Something seems off about that King guy.
There's always something off about those corporate guys. In the movies, they're always behind whatever crime someone else is getting accused of.
Well, this ain't a movie, sweetheart. Welcome to the real world, where a powerful man is just a powerful man. You can't blame him for being good at his job and getting promotions. Not that you'd understand how businesses like this run anyways.
Oh yeah? What are you, some kind of corporate guy too? Is that why you're so obsessed with him?
Come on, guys. We can't just disclose our professions here. Can't we just try to get along? At least until deliberation?
They're the ones picking fights with me.
You're the one that's doing all of it.
I guess not. Okay.
Not believe I let myself get blindsided like that. The boy should have known that Burke would say something like that. She should have prepared me for this. She said she knows Lydia Burke's as good a teacher and practice if it was her own. That's why we're requesting for this case. I will make sure this company never hires her again.
Mr. King, you hesitated once during the entire testimony. That's hardly enough to make it look like you don't know what you're talking about.
Victoria's been doing well. A few things didn't go in our favor, but we still have the upper hand. Plus, one still has to go out there and she'll make us proud. Won't you, Jenna?
You're right. So I'm up to Annalise now.
Yeah, and I hardly know anything. You barely let me in your office, let alone let me see the files.
That's not enough.
Excuse me?
You heard me. I said that's not enough.
Painting yourself as clueless reflects poorly on you and on Debonair for choosing you to represent us. You make us look spotless. After everything has already been said, spotless is not an option. We are passable at best.
That's why you're gonna give us a little boost, something undeniable.
I told you when you dragged me into this that I refuse to perjure myself.
Annalise! Must you assume the worst in me at all times? All I'm doing is asking you to polish the truth a little.
Maybe I assume the worst in you because you're always willing to show me that you'll stoop to the worst.
Right.
And there was this hesitation when you offered generous compensation for representing us today.
I would have thought. Don't forget who you are and why you're here.
You want your money? You want to prove the type of loyalty that earns people promotions? Then do what you're being paid to do!
Yikes. I've only been this intense once. When he was my boss, before I received my promotion. I'd rather not lose my job, so don't tell me. But I heard he was on an unofficial probation. He went on this crazy power trip, making calls he claimed were directly from the CEO, when really, Alistair never went to him about any of it.
He almost got himself fired. And then started acting exactly how he is now. If he could control everyone else around him, it reflect well on his leadership to get him back in the company's good graces.
I'm assuming it works since he still works at Debonair.
A little too well.
What?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
All right. Do you agree with him? Do you think that we need to polish the truth?
Honestly, I chose the plan that you and Victoria came up with. Alistair is your boss, but we're not at work right now. You don't have to listen to every word he says. He's seen multiple trials for this company, but that by no means makes him an expert. I understand that you want to work your way up the ladder. But is it really worth throwing yourself under the bus?
I have to go prepare.
I see Alistair is still as unstable as ever.
What do you want? Are you spying on us to report back to your little friend?
Believe it or not, me and Rebecca both already testified. Why worry about what we hear anyway? It won't matter in the end.
Well, maybe because you have a history of opening your mouth on issues that don't concern you.
Are you talking about me reporting your unoriginal ideas to management? Because I work directly under you in the design department, it directly concerns me.
Just stay off my hair, Shahira. You cause them there enough trouble as it is.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing, I'm fine.
You're an awful liar, kid. Whatever. If you insist, the next testimony should start soon. Though, I doubt I'll be able to hear anything over the sound of your hands shaking.
I just think that I heard something I wasn't supposed to.
What?
You know that corporate guy who was just in the stand, Alistair King? I think I heard him outside saying something about payment lying. What if they're not telling the truth?
I doubt they would do that. People say crazy things when they're stressed. Just don't worry about it. Stay impartial. We're not supposed to be making any decisions yet anyway.
Let's be honest, everyone's going to make their choices.
What do you mean?
It doesn't matter what good Tapestry's charity case lawyer is. Their case is Opal's.
What do you mean by charity case?
She clearly likes Opal's cases. The loss can just be catastrophic if all her clients are like her.
Lydia Burke is good at her job. She knows what she's doing. For you to imply otherwise and discount this entire case is to defeat the purpose of you being here. I'm not telling you to side with Tapestry. I honestly don't care what any of you think of this, but you need to at least give them both an equal chance.
What happened to this case isn't important?
Oh, I still believe that it's not, but I'm equally as disinterested in both sides. I've had them just point out.
Come on, don't tell me this bird lake is getting in your head.
They're both supposed to. Burke and Malloy. That's the entire point of doing the lawyer.
I think he's right. We need to give them both a chance. These companies were promised an impartial jury. Can't we just give them that?
But is it really possible to be impartial this close to the end? There's only one witness left to take the stand. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I agree with Juror 4. Everyone's minds are already made up, whether we'd like to admit it or not.
I'm not here to change your opinions. I said what I believe, and that was my goal. I was only talking to Juror 2 here in the first place.
Defendant, please call your last witness. I would like to call Jenna Elise Morgan as my last witness.
He was your boss?
Oh, yeah. She got promoted after my incident.
Why?
She was able to convince some higher-ups to pay for my hospital bills so they could convince me to keep my mouth shut.
Miss Morgan, what can you tell us about your current job at Debonair?
I am the assistant to the COO.
Have you worked at any other jobs at Debonair?
Yes, I was sewing production manager before I was promoted.
While working as sewing production manager, did you oversee any of the designs claimed by Tapestry?
A couple of designs seem similar, but many popular designs are similar since they're based on trends. But Debonair was the first to patent these designs.
We have submitted to the court evidence of these patents. As you all know, being the first to do something does not matter unless you put a patent on it. Tapestry has not patented any of their designs and therefore has no legal claim to them.
Those they were processed a week before the trial started.
No further questions.
Plaintiff, now is your chance for a cross-examination.
Miss Morgan, you are the assistant to the COO, correct? Then, do you mind explaining how you have all of this first-hand knowledge of Debonair's patents? Mr. King doesn't handle that, does he? That seems rather out of his domain, does it not?
Yes, well, my official title is assistant to the COO. There are many times where I may help anyone in need around the office. Like, Miss Decker, for example. I helped her file the paperwork.
Oh, wow, it sounds like you're a big deal around the office. May I ask how you received your promotion?
I was good at my job, so they promoted me.
But the sewing production manager, becoming the assistant to the COO, that seems like a big leap, does it not? Wouldn't it make more sense to keep you in the design branch if that's what you're so good at?
I was bringing good ideas to the table that were more in line with operations. They thought it would be a waste of my potential to keep me in design. So now they have me working under Mr. King instead.
Do you mind providing an example of these ideas?
Objection, relevance.
Overruled.
You received your promotion shortly after Miss Watson's accident at the factory. See, that timeline has stumped me since it wouldn't make sense to promote you after an incident of such magnitude occurred under your watch.
I was on brief probationary period, but I quickly proved myself useful to Debonair, and it was relieved. I came into my current position soon after.
And may I ask exactly what it was that got you promoted?
I suggested that we pay Emily Watson's hospital bills so she would drop her case against us.
Plaintiff, please make your closing statement.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we have heard of multiple instances tonight that have proven that Debonair is a company full of corruption and wrongdoing. We have heard numerous times where they have paid people off to maintain control of their image.
Oh, please. Oh, that's pretty self-assured for someone who could barely scrape together a decent argument.
Oh, would you give it a rest? I'm sure you will hear all about your opinion come deliberation time, so do us all a favor and spare us from having to hear your voice any longer than necessary.
We have heard of multiple testimonies from the witnesses of this company. But I am sure that the problem is an issue within the company as a whole, not just those we have spoken to tonight. That being said, the issue cannot be overlooked simply because the blame cannot be placed solely on the faces here today.
Well, I don't think blaming them should be entirely out of the question either.
An injustice has been committed against Tapestry, and the promised compensation ceased to come through. That is the bottom line. I will trust that you will consider this come time for deliberation and make the right choice. Thank you, Your Honor. That concludes my statement.
Defense, please make your closing statement.
Your Honor, members of the jury, the plaintiff is relying on your empathy to guide their case. But in the business world, there is no room for empathy.
Couldn't have said that better myself.
Yes, Tapestry was no longer compensated after a period. But as far as I heard, the longevity of this agreement was never discussed. There were no longer required compensation to last the entirety of a year. Tapestry was given time to catch up to Debonair. They did not reach the mark.
But they hardly got a fair shot.
Debonair cannot be blamed for the shortcomings of Tapestry. Debonair's past agreements may have not been ones you agree with the nature of. Still, they were nothing serious enough to affect their reputation or decision made in this courtroom today. I hope you keep nothing but evidence in mind when making your choice. Thank you.
Jury members, you may retire to the jury room to deliberate.
You were amazing up there, Lydia.
Thank you.
I hope it was enough. If we don't win after all this time and money, I don't know what I'll do.
Don't talk like that, Rebecca!
Really, I mean it. This was our last resort. And either we win today or I may just have to give up on Tapestry.
This was your dream. You would never give up this easily.
Look, Shahira, I put up my fight, okay? This is the hardest I've ever fought for anything. And if it was just me, I'd fight until the end. But I have someone to take care of, and I can't let her down.
Your daughter understands.
She does. But she shouldn't have to. I'm sorry, I made up my mind. I love Tapestry, but I simply cannot put it over my daughter.
I can't believe you, Genelise. Your testimony was useless. I told you to give us a boost, and you wasted your chance.
You are not our lawyer, Mr. Ping. I did what I was told by Victoria, since, you know, it's her job to make arguments like these.
I'm sorry, what are we talking about?
Nothing to worry about, just me considering finding a new assistant. Alistair, you're overreacting.
Oh, when did I ever think this promotion would be a good idea?
Not to overstep, the hierarchy of your place of work is really none of my business, but you don't have to listen to everything he says.
I do, though. It's quite literally my job as his assistant.
He may be your boss, but he doesn't owe you. You assist him whenever he needs. You should be grateful for the work that you do.
I put up with it because Alistair King is a big name. This job could take me places in Debonair and virtually anywhere else in the business world. I'd be stupid to let that go.
It's over. It's not over until the jury makes its choice.
I can no longer influence that choice, so might as well be. Genelise was my last hope, and she threw it away. Alistair, her testimony was great.
At least she didn't lose her composure. Like some people.
Excuse me, what are you implying?
Nothing. Alistair, you need to pull yourself together. The more you act like this, the more liable you make us look.
I'm the one making us look innocent.
No, Victoria Malloy is making us look innocent.
Do you really think Debonair wants this?
To be the image of their next CEO.
What did you find out about this?
I saw the email open on your desk. Victoria asked me for a copy of some files from your office.
You really think Debonair will give you promotion
If you win this trial for us, your job is not to win. You are one witness, and your role in this trial was over hours ago.
There you are. What do you have to say for yourself? Are you expecting an apology? Well, yes, actually, I am.
Respectfully, what would she have to apologize for?
Respectfully, this is none of your business.
Respectfully, you may be all important at Debonair, but in this courtroom, you're on the same level as everybody else in here.
Oh, stop being dramatic, all of you. Of course I boss people around. I'm the boss.
Not mine. Well, not yet, at least. Your judges are not Victoria's, the juries, or the judges. Just really.
Not yet? What does that mean?
None of your concern, Genelise.
Apparently nothing is anyone's concern but your own.
Hey, what's up with the commotion out here?
My apologies, officer. Don't keep it down.
I can hear you from all the way outside. Don't make me move from this court.
Remove me? You cannot be serious. Do you know who I am?
I know who you are. You're the one that can't compose themselves inside a courthouse.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This whole trial is bogus. Really? This is my one chance to prove myself dedicated to Debonair? 17 years. 17 years of experience wasn't enough, but participating in a trial designed to give a helpless business an undeserved handout, eh? My family had a business when I was a kid. You know what happened? Some big shiny company came along, and we went bankrupt because that is the natural order of things. What makes this Rebecca Smith so deserving of our sympathy?
Alistair, you're behaving like a child.
I'm behaving like a child? How the CEO who can't be bothered to show up to these things, who sends me this place, who gives me all his work because he doesn't feel like doing it.
We hear from the CEO all the time.
Do you? Or do you hear the things I do for him regurgitated out of his mouth? If he can take credit for all of my hard work and hang this promotion over my head like he's not practically retired already, then surely you can repackage Papa Tapestry's pathetic business ideas.
Excuse me? So you ain't using my ideas?
I did nothing of the sort. She's the CEO, not me.
Wow, very professional.
Yes, actually I am. More professional than any of you. I seem to be the only one here who cares at all. Oh, I know what it is. You just want my promotion. That's it, isn't it, Terry?
Really, Alistair? Newsflash, the whole world isn't against you. Act as angry as you want, but I didn't do anything.
Exactly. You don't do anything. No one ever does anything. It's all up to me to get it done all by myself.
Is it really? Or did you just make up work that you convince yourself is important? Face it, Alistair. You brought this all on yourself.
You will regret speaking to me like this when I run Debonair. All of you will regret speaking to me like this when I run Debonair.
This is just for the folks. Opponents of Debonair are finally getting confirmation that Debonair is an appendix waiting for us. Alistair King was heard from outside the courthouse telling his fellow employees, the bailiff, his lawyer, me, anyone could see me. Fortunately for Debonair, closing statements have already been made, and we're not just waiting on the verdict. This could take minutes or hours. We'll just have to wait and see. Don't go anywhere. I'm Sutton Preston. And I'm Ron Preston. I've been out here for hours! And hopefully, I won't be out here for many more. Can we wrap it up?
I mean, one stole ideas and the other blew way out of proportion. I mean, it could be possible that Debonair's a bit more wrong. Does it matter? If they both messed up, it wouldn't make any sense to condemn Debonair.
Tapestry just wants to take Debonair's money.
Were you listening to this case at all? It is honorable that Rebecca Smith is willing to stand up for herself and her company.
She's right. I mean, she's doing what any business owner would do if someone were threatening their livelihood. How is that wrong?
Well, she could find another job. This isn't the be-all, end-all for her, just for her company.
Her business going under doesn't mean she can't keep making her products. No one expects hers to be better than Debonair's anyway.
Yeah, Jerford's right.
Thank you. I've been right this whole time. I'm glad somebody's finally realizing.
Don't let that get to that. Well, if your head got any bigger, you wouldn't be able to go through that door.
Hey, you're not even talking to me that way.
Oh, what?
Okay, disregarding Jerford's big head.
Oh!
How about we all just take a vote? All in favor of voting Debonair liable, say aye.
Aye.
All against?
Yay.
You have to vote, yours do.
You didn't vote either.
Can you two just hurry up and vote them not liable so we can get out of here? It doesn't have to be unanimous.
You can't tell them how to vote. How about we give our side to give juror 1 and 2 more time to make up their minds?
That sounds fair. I'll go first if that's okay. Well, maybe Debonair copying ideas from Tapestry wasn't exactly illegal. It still wasn't an ethical business practice. And more so, if they were willing to stoop that low, who's to say they won't go even lower to the point of straight up illegality?
But we're here to decide if they did do something wrong, not if they would, right?
What difference does it make?
Guys, we can't forget the fact that they are threatening this woman's livelihood.
God, of course you think that. You're too sensitive to this.
You know what, juror 4? I don't want to hear it. Debonair is on trial, not me nor my sensitivity. So if we could please get back on track, that'd be lovely. It is brave of Rebecca Smith to take this large company to court. It must be intimidating, and honestly, she's laying the groundwork for other companies to do the same. It is honorable, and it's a shame that this kind of thing happens all the time. It just flies under the radar.
It's not a shame. It's the real world. People are always going to take good ideas and market them off as their own. That's lesson number 1
right. Just because something isn't right doesn't mean it isn't wrong. I know I do wrong things all the time. We all do. It's just human nature.
That doesn't mean you have to accept it. You're a businessman, right?
Obviously.
And you know that competition is good for business, right?
Everybody knows that.
Well, it's obvious this isn't the first time Debonair put a company out of business. And if it keeps going on like this, who's to say that their entire company won't become a full-blown monopoly?
That's a little bit dramatic, don't you think?
I do see where she's coming from.
Why does Debonair do this? I mean, it seems like they're well off. Why does making money off of Tapestry matter so much to them?
Tapestry is the one trying to make money off of Debonair.
I don't know. Debonair seems really desperate to win this case. I think I might even heard something about bribery and lying on the stand.
When?
This, again, look, unless it is brought up in court, no outside information can influence her choice. So, you can report it to the court and let them go into a full investigation, effectively wasting our time, or you can drop it, if we can move this process along.
Maybe we should just vote again. No one seems to be changing their position. Juror 1 and 2, have you made up your minds yet?
I think I do. Everyone, where are you going for the charges? Then, that's 1 for not liable, 2 for liable, 2 more for not liable, and the last vote is
The jury has come to a verdict. Juror 1, please read it out for the courtroom.
Yes, Your Honor. In the case of Tapestry versus Debonair, the jury has found Debonair to be not liable.
So it is decided. Debonair is not required to give anything more to Tapestry, and Tapestry is not entitled to anything from Debonair. Case dismissed. Jury members, I thank you for your presence in this courtroom today. You may leave.
I am so sorry, Rebecca.
It's not your fault, Lydia. You were amazing up there.
You may have lost the case, but you haven't lost your talent. You have brilliant ideas and an even better work ethic. No one can take that from you.
Thank you.
So sorry to interrupt. I'd like to apologize. Going to all this trouble just to lose. It must stink. But, how are you going to break the news to your daughter?
Excuse me. Don't talk about my daughter like that. You don't know a thing about her.
Such a sweet girl. But it's a shame she can handle working at Debonair. Sure, she has her mother's work ethic. Isn't that right, Emily?
What is he talking about, Emily? You know my daughter and she's worked for Debonair. For how long exactly?
She asked me not to say anything, but she quit before I did. The day of my accident, actually.
You know what? If I were you, I'd wish I could go back in time before I wasted all my money on this trial. Such a shame. Such a shame, really, to have to give up everything for a daughter who willingly worked for your enemy.
Wow, that's quite the attitude shift from earlier, don't you think? Last I saw, you were in the hall blaming everyone else for your own shortcomings.
That is not what happened. It has nothing to do with what's happening right now.
I think it has everything to do with what's happening right now. You break under a little bit of pressure, and you come here to what? Gloat? Rub the wind in our faces you never needed in the first place? Grow up, Alistair. You haven't changed a bit since I last saw you.
Why would I change? Remind me. Can you remind me, please, which one of us is about to be CEO and which two of you got fired?
You're gonna be CEO? How long do you think that's gonna last?
I give it no more than a year.
Not even.
You can't talk to me that way.
Yes, I can, because you're not my boss anymore, Alistair. And I think we'd all benefit if we started treating you the way you treat everybody else.
Okay. Yeah, this isn't worth my time anymore. And tell June I said hello.
thank you again for all your help. Even though we didn't win, I'm still glad we tried.
It has been a pleasure working with all of you. And I hate to disappear the second the trial is over, but if you will excuse me, I really must go.
Of course, I need to find my daughter anyway.
Hey, keep your chin up and your head high. We'll get through this. I know we will. You might have run out of ideas to keep Tapestry afloat, but me and Emily have not. We'll watch this company burn to the ground and then rise again like a phoenix. You know, Phoenix would be a pretty good name if we ever decided to start over.
Rebecca, wait up.
Can I help you?
I just wanted to apologize about how things went down during the trial.
You know, it's funny. You're now the second person to tell me that. When something tells me you truly don't mean it.
I may have been working for Debonair, but I'm still able to have sympathy for you.
Well, forgive me for not being able to believe that you're being truly honest with me.
Well, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I have to go now, but I wish you the best.
Thank you. Hey, Shira. I'm glad this trial is finally over. I'm glad I did it, but it just took so much out of me. For the outcome not to be my favorite, it's just so upsetting. If I know this is going to be the outcome, I'm not sure I would have sued Debonair. I was really hoping the jury would hear me when I made my case. And I know not everything will go my way, but I just wish this one thing had.
I'm so sorry. I can't believe your daughter worked at Debonair at the same time I did.
I wish you would answer my calls. I haven't seen her in the gallery since the trial ended.
Ah, Shira, I'm so sorry I missed your guys' calls. It's too bad about the trial. I really thought you had them.
I'll leave you two to talk.
Sit down.
Mom, I'm a
Sit down!
When were you planning on telling me that you work for Debonair?
How did you find out about that?
June, I don't understand how you can do this to me. You've been nothing but understanding, but you're secretly on Debonair's side.
Mommy, slow down. I'm not on your side. It's just, you've always worked so hard for me. You have my whole entire life. Especially after Grandma died and you didn't have help anymore. I just wanted to take some of the stress off of you. Also, I didn't know Debonair was going after designs. And when I did, I quit. I promise.
Emily told me you quit, but she told me it was after her accident. From when she told me about what it was, I was already working on my case by then. Even if I didn't solely decide to go through with it, and you knew this. So you were working with my enemy knowing what they were doing to my business.
I know, and I'm sorry. It's just, you pay for my college tuition, you buy me everything I need without me having to ask. I just wanted to give back to you now that I'm older. I know that's not an excuse, but Debonair pays well, even in the factories, and I thought that by working there and getting money for us, it would cancel out. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm sorry, Mom.
June, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, the only reason I did all of this was because I wanted you to focus on your education. Thank you for the concern, and I truly could not ask her about her daughter. But please, leave the wine to me. You're young and you're supposed to be having fun.
Rebecca! I'm glad I caught you before you left.
Oh, and you are?
Sorry, I'm Eliza. I was juror 3. I just wanted to say it's a shame you didn't win your case. I mean, you had great evidence, and I'm sorry that the jury members didn't vote in your favor, although I'm not sure I should be telling you that.
That's nice of you. I'm glad I had at least one jury member rooting for me.
I wasn't the only one.
I'll be in the car, Mom.
I mean, it's such a shame, you know, that these bigger companies just keep taking, and yet they never give. I mean, I've never heard of these bigger companies giving back to the community, or to anyone. Eventually they won't have anyone left to take from because they'll all be out of business.
Yeah, I know what you mean. People like to say things will change, and I want to believe them. But the truth is, things won't magically change overnight. Trials like these are just stepping stones to get people to realize how devastating it is when larger companies take advantage of you. I really hope that's something people will internalize.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I'm just glad to see that there are people out there like you and me fighting for the good.
Me too. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
You too.
I'll try.
Lydia, I've been looking everywhere for you.
What is it?
I just wanted to say I'm sorry for how things went down in college, especially the trial. I'm sorry for the way I treated you and Sam, and I'm sorry for keeping you guys apart. I let my jealousy get the best of me.
Okay, I appreciate it.
I didn't see how my behavior was affecting you at first, but I do now.
I never thought I would hear that apology from you. Thank you.
I was thinking about what you said earlier, and you're right. I don't want to take money from corrupt clients anymore. The money almost made it worth it. I'm gonna miss the money. But I don't want to poison my soul anymore. One of these days, karma is gonna catch up with me. My current lifestyle is a recipe for disaster, or a disastrous court case is more accurate.
I am glad you are finding what works for you. I wish you luck.
I wish I could have understood you sooner. Maybe I could have convinced my client to do something differently. Although I'm not sure that would have made a difference in how things turned out.
I would never ask you to compromise your job like that.
I shouldn't have asked you to compromise your relationships with me. I really am sorry, Lydia, for how things turned out. Between us, between you and Sam, with this case, everything.
It's in the past. I've been over Sam for, what, a decade?
Oh, well, isn't that nice to hear?
I thought that was you over on the jury bench.
How impartial can you really be when you know both of the lawyers in the trial?
Oh, come on, Lydia. It's been years. You two aren't that memorable.
Ouch!
What are you guys doing after this?
I'm free.
I mean, I did have a brain surgery later, but...
Oh, cut it out. You're not even a neurosurgeon, Sam. I was thinking maybe we could go to the diner.
Oh, like college?
The one where we spoke to each other last. That's good for morale.
Okay, maybe a different diner.
No, I like it. Rewriting the past almost a decade later. It's poetic.
So, what changed your mind?
I'm tired of holding grudges. Besides, do you remember what I said to you guys after college?
What?
If we can make it through graduation, we can make it through anything. It's the three of us forever. Second thought, as long as Victoria fixes her attitude. Besides, now that you guys have your big houses and money, you can finally join me in trying to make a change.
And there you have it. Thus ends the court case of Debonair versus Tapestry. No changes were made, and I'm starting to wonder why we've been out here all day.
Don't listen to my co-host. Thank you for tuning in to our coverage of this wicked court case. I doubt this is the last received Debonair's of stealing a out. Maybe we'll actually have to pay some next time.
This case ended just like all of Debonair's other cases. Maybe that's a sign to just stop challenging them. It never gets anywhere.
Telling people not to stand up for themselves is just irresponsible, Presley.
Okay.
Well, that's our time, folks. Thank you for going on this journey with us. I'm Presley.
And I'm Ron Presley.
Signing off.
Did you like the show? Okay, so we just wanted to talk a little bit about why we wrote the show and just our process. So, first of all, Mabel, Alyssa, and I have been working on the show. Like, we came up with this idea during our junior year, and we just wanted to tell a story of a concept we've seen a lot recently, not just in the context of business, but where people are very often taken advantage of, and fashion companies like the one we wrote about have been in the spotlight a lot recently.
And within that, we wanted to interweave the story of three friends, two who are pulled apart by moral differences, and one who got caught in the crossfire, which is another thing that a lot of people have seen in their own lives with the current state of everything.
So we have been working really hard with our whole team for the past 5 months to bring this show together. And for Mabel, Alyssa, and I, it's been around a year. There have been a lot of bumps along the way, and we would not have been able to get past them without our amazing moderator, Miss Jody Johnson. Anything we need, she always makes sure we can execute our creative vision in a way that is safe and effective. And so yes, just thank you so much to her and everybody else who has helped us.
And special shout out to all of the parents and everyone else like Dr. Fernell and Mr. TJ who have helped us bring this to life, whether that was with the set, lights, audio system. We truly could not have done this without them.
And I just want to say a very special thank you to my parents for putting up with me. I know I've probably been very but it's just because this show is pretty personal to me. It's the first show I've ever worked on writing and directing, and it's just shown me a new side of myself that I didn't know I had in there. And nothing has made me happier, especially as a director, to see our team come together and just all the teamwork and collaboration and solidarity that I've seen throughout this entire process just warms my heart. I think I'm done talking. So we're gonna pass it off to our wonderful president, Nina.
Yeah, Nina Maya! We love Nina.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Nina Sapkota, and this year I have the honor of serving as STC's president. First of all, on behalf of our entire company, I'd like to second Sanaa and Mabel's sentiment and thank you all so much for coming out to support our show tonight. Our entire cast and crew have worked super hard to put on this play over the past semester, and we're also thankful that you were able to come out and enjoy it with us. I'd like to give a huge, huge thank you to our amazing director and co-writer, Sanaa. For leading everyone with encouragement, patience, and so much dedication. And to our wonderful writers, Mabel and Alyssa. For putting so much time and effort into creating the show and helping us come to life. We appreciate you guys so much.
I appreciate you too.
So for those of you who are experiencing an STC play for the first time, one fun fact about our plays is that they are actually all student-written, directed, and produced, which is a unique opportunity and a pretty big undertaking that our company really prides ourselves on and presents an awesome chance for students to hone their leadership skills, express creativity, and get a chance to collaborate with one another. This year's play, however, actually presented a unique challenge in that we had 1 week without rehearsal followed by 2 weeks of winter break due to an unforeseen postponement between our last tech week and this one. But our cast and crew just rose to this challenge incredibly this year and picked up without missing a beat our first rehearsal back on Monday. So I'm just so impressed and proud of every single one of you guys, and thank you so much for your dedication, hard work, and perseverance. You guys are awesome. I'd also like to take a moment to thank all of our faculty and staff for their continued support of our program and thank our entire administration and the Daughters of Charity, particularly our sisters here at school, for providing the space, resources, and encouragement for us to explore and pursue theater together. And finally, a huge, huge thank you goes to our amazing moderator, Miss Jody, again. For all of your invaluable support and encouragement every single step of the way. We are so grateful for you. Again, thank you all for coming out to support us tonight, and we hope you enjoyed the show and will continue to support STC in our future productions. Have a wonderful rest of the evening.
Yeah! Claire, say hi. AJ, say hello.